Our other big story of the day, the general election. Polling sites in the bi-state are open for 3 more hours, and they've been packed with voters. The polls will remain open until 7 o'clock tonight. As long as you're in line by 7, you will be allowed to cast a ballot. We're following a number of big races in Missouri. Voters will decide whether Mike Kehoe or Crystal Quaid will be the state's next governor. Democrat Lucas Kunce is taking on incumbent Josh Hawley for a U.S. Senate seat. Several amendments are on the ballot. Amendment 3 would restore abortion rights in the state. Amendment 2 would legalize sports betting in Missouri. The state's minimum wage could increase if Prop A passes. The rain caused trouble for voters trying to cast their finished ballots in St. Charles County today. 5 on Your Side's Annie Krall is live at election headquarters in St. Peters with how election officials are making sure every vote counts. Annie?
Today is it. Early voting is over and Election Day is the last time that people can weigh in on all those candidates and amendments you listed, Kay. But in order to do that, they had to dodge raindrops pretty much all day, and that led to some paper ballots here in St. Charles County being temporarily unreadable for the voting machines. Now, we were able to speak to the Director of Elections here in St. Charles County, Kurt Barr, who said starting this morning, they had people coming in with soaked coats and wet sleeves that started dripping on the paper ballots. That dampened the paper, and that was when the voting machines wouldn't be able to spit them back and read them. So Barr said they had to wait for those wet ballots to dry before they could be properly processed. But each of those cast votes will be counted correctly, Barr said.
So paper ballots will swell if they get wet. So voters take their wet umbrella and put that on their polling booth and then put their ballot on that water. It will swell the tracking marks, which then causes the ballot to get kicked out because the machine is incredibly sensitive. The fix is relatively simple. We just have to let the ballot dry out and then it will go through the machine.
We also reached out to the St. Louis County Director of Elections asking if they'd had any problems with paper ballots, and they said they'd had a handful, but it was mostly yesterday during early voting because people were waiting outside in longer lines. Today it hasn't been as big as a problem in St. Louis County, but if they have a wet ballot, St. Louis County is asking people to fill out a dry one just to make sure every vote is counted. Reporting live in St. Charles County, Annie Krall, 5 on Your Side.
All right, thank you, Annie. If you haven't voted yet, be sure to check out our voter guide on ksdk.com. It's a one-stop shop for information on all the races and issues on the ballot in Missouri and Illinois. Text the word GUIDE to 314-425-5355. We'll send you a link. And 5 on Your Side is your home for election night coverage. We'll be streaming live on 5 Plus from 6 to 11 o'clock tonight. Just search KSDK on your Roku, Fire TV, or Apple TV's App Store.